Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So we're still feeling the after effects from Monday night's debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And I think that it's easy to say that Donald Trump did win that debate. All the polls are showing that. People are saying Trump won, all except one CNN poll from the Clinton News Network that stated that Hillary won the debate. Which, when all the other polls, like from Time Magazine and from CNBC, are showing that Trump is winning huge, which one are you going to believe? So I think that it's safe to say Trump won that debate, even if it may not have been his best performance. But anyway, one thing that I was looking for on the last show, I wasn't able to find it, but I finally did. And, I have to say, it's quite funny because no one in the mainstream media is talking about this. No one dares mention this. But during Monday night's debate, Hillary Clinton accused the entire country of being racist. She said that all Americans are racist. No one's talking about it. No one's bringing it up. No one's dwelling on it. But, because really, when you consider it, liberals agree. Liberals think that racism is as rampant in this country as it was during the time of slavery. So it's really just absolutely pathetic. But I want you to listen to this. This is Hillary Clinton from Monday night's debate calling the entire nation racist. Go ahead and play it.
Lester, I think implicit bias is a problem for everyone, not just police.
Everyone.
I think, unfortunately, too many of us in our great country jump to conclusions about each other. And therefore, I think we need all of us to be asking hard questions about, why am I feeling this way? But when it comes to policing, since it can have literally fatal consequences, I have said in my first budget we would put money into that budget to help us deal with implicit bias by retraining a lot of our police officers. I met with a group of very distinguished, experienced police chiefs a few weeks ago. They admit it's an issue. They've got a lot of concerns. Mental health is one of the biggest concerns because now police are having to handle a lot of really difficult mental health problems on the street. They want support. They want more training. They want more assistance. And I think the federal government could be in a position where we would offer and provide that.
So that was Hillary Clinton at Monday night's debate stating that the entire country has implicit bias. And just a little bit before that, they were talking about race being an issue. They were discussing how implicit bias has, ties to race, making it out like everybody has implicit bias when it comes to seeing somebody who's different than them. And that's what she was making this out in her remarks. And the only other news organization that caught it was Daily Caller. Daily Caller stated that the entire country suffers from implicit racial bias. Hillary Clinton, all right? Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton said that the entire country suffers from implicit bias during the first presidential debate with GOP nominee Donald Trump. During the debate on policing, the right policy measures to implement in order to reduce crime and how to improve race relations in the country, Clinton said that the entire country, not just the police, suffers from implicit racial bias. From implicit racial bias. So what does that mean? That means that the entire country is racist, according to Hillary Clinton. And this isn't the first time that Hillary said something like this. We have where she addressed the National Action Network, Al Sharpton's organization, and she stated that white people need to do a much better job. Go ahead and listen to this one.
White Americans need to do a much better job of listening when African Americans talk about the seen and unseen barriers you face every day. We need to recognize our privilege and practice humility rather than assume our experiences are everyone else's experiences.
So what is that there? She is stating that white people are insensitive. I mean, look in the mirror, Hillary. Goodness sakes. But she's basically scolding whites, telling them they need to be more sensitive. More sensitive. How about, when we're called crackers? Is that Should that offend us, or are we, I guess we're just supposed to overlook that, yeah. Here's the thing, all right, Martin Luther King was a guy that fought to end racism altogether, all right? He didn't believe in being racist against people who are white. And see, but excuse me, I forgot. I'm trying to come at this from a liberal perspective so you can also understand, in case there's any progressives listening. Because I forgot, you can't be racist against white people according to the liberals. You can't be racist against white people. So if you'd say white people need to be enslaved, oh no, that's not racist. That's perfectly A-okay. That's fine. If you say that white people should be put at a lesser advantage for, say, job positions and getting into colleges, no, that's not racist at all. That's just limiting their white privilege. Yeah, that's liberalism for you, where racism is still rampant. Because they try to say that conservatives are racist and this and that. We're really the only ones that are carrying on the message of Martin Luther King. The liberal left has just completely butchered Martin Luther King's message with this whole Black Lives Matter thing. Because Martin Luther King had a dream where both blacks and whites would sit together at the table of brotherhood. He was an all lives matter kind of guy. He stated that he had a dream that one day he would see a country where people are judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, quoting Jesus, who stated, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." He just reworded it a little bit. So, I mean, guys, that's the thing. We're the ones who are carrying on Martin Luther King's message. The modern-day black civil rights movement has spit in the face of Martin Luther King. And that's just the way that it is. And they've completely rejected his message of all lives matter. He is really the guy that started the all lives matter movement in this country. Because he was calling not for blacks to be elevated above whites, but for equality between black people, white people, Latinos, all races to be equal. And here we have the liberal left that still, after all these years, is still using race privilege in their arguments. And, to be completely honest with you, the Democratic Party has always believed in white privilege. They've always believed in it. We can go all the way back to when Republicans first started their party and they were fighting slavery. Guess what? Democrats believed that white people were privileged. And now, all of these years later, 2015, 2016, we end up finding out that, Democrats still believe in white privilege. Amazing, isn't it? And see, when the Democrats use phrases like white privilege, what are they really saying? They're saying that black people and that Latinos are disprivileged, right? They're saying that they are at lesser advantage than whites, thus implementing this failure type of mentality into the brains of minorities. Well, you're lesser than a white person. Whites are elevated above you. White privilege. I'm telling you, they have been supporters. They have believed in white privilege going all the way back to the days of slavery, where they believed that white people were to be elevated above blacks. And now where are we at? They still hold that same mindset of the existence of white privilege. Until we get this racial privilege out of the way and we reject it as a country, you're never going to see racism truly die. It has to happen. I mean, we are seriously still, in 2016, having arguments over pigmentation, over the color of somebody's skin. I mean, for crying out loud, at this point, we should be looking at race just as we do with people who have brown hair, blonde hair, red hair, whatever. Blue eyes, green eyes, doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, it's skin tone. Whatever. So, I mean, guys, it's really just absolutely pathetic. But the Democrats, see, they use this tactic called dividing and conquering. And what the Democratic Party has been able to do is that they have been able to pander to these various minority groups. And it's really quite fascinating to see how they do it, although it's evil all in the same way. Because what's taken place and how the Democrats have been able to capture the black vote, how they've been able to capture the Latino vote, is that they have pandered to black people. They've pandered to Latinos, telling them that they are the only political party that actually cares about them. We care about Latinos. We care about black people. We care about black issues. We care about Latino issues. See, they make issues out of race, and they categorize things as being racial issues. And see, the reason why they do that is because if they can convince black people and Latinos that they are out to protect issues that they define as being special to that specific race, then if anyone votes for another party, especially the Republican Party, the major party here, the major combating party of the liberal left, if they vote Republican, then not only are they voting for that party, but they are betraying the race. That is what the Democratic Party has been able to do. They've been able to implement that mentality into these various minority groups where if they vote for any other party but the Democratic Party, they are betraying the race. Until Republicans can get past that and can conquer that type of ideology by really expressing the truth. The Democratic Party started the KKK. Robert C. Byrd was a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and Hillary Clinton said that was one of her mentors. How about that one? You never have heard Donald Trump say, hey, I was heavily influenced by a Ku Klux Klan member. No, but Hillary Clinton said that. But no one's paying much attention, are they? No, Hillary is the one that's out to protect black people. Right. Yeah, you keep telling yourselves that. See, this is the problem that we have in this country. People are ignorant when it comes to how politics works and how the Democratic Party operates. And, that's why I'm here. Because I see past this ridiculousness. And I think that people are slowly starting to wake up. But the thing that black people are going to have to understand, that Latinos are going to have to understand, that are still blindsided by these racial issues that are defined by the Democratic Party. What you're going to have to comprehend here is that you have to stop looking at Americans as being divided by race and start looking at us all as a whole. Start looking at this country as being full of Americans. We have to start looking at each other as Americans, not as black people, not as white people, not as Latinos. We have to start looking at each other as equivalent, as Americans. And we have to do what is best for everybody. Because let me tell you, the Democratic Party has been dividing and conquering for years. And at this point, now they're trying. See, that's the thing. Like, even with this whole gay issue, the reason why the Democratic Party embraced it so heavily is because they wanted to create another minority group that they could divide and conquer. And if they would be able to successfully do that, then there you go. There's another minority group that they are able to attract. And they were able to successfully do that, to rope those people in. And they're going to continue doing that even after this. This isn't going to be the first or the last movement that's going to be categorized as a minority. The Democratic Party is going to continue establishing minorities because that's the way that they get votes. They rely solely on emotionalism because that's really all that it is. If you believe that you're betraying your race because you're voting outside of the Democratic Party, then that is solely relying on emotionalism, not relying on facts. That's just the way that it is. So, overall, guys, the Democrats rely on emotionalism over facts. And that's how they are able to win elections. And until the Republican Party realizes that and fully comprehends that, they're going to have really a difficulty at taking out the Democratic Party. Now, I think that we have a very good chance in this election because you have Donald Trump that is really waking up a lot of people. But beyond that, the American public is going to have to wake up. They're going to have to realize what the Democratic Party does, their tactics of dividing and conquering. And they're going to have to realize that politicians in Washington, D.C. that are really quite responsible for the divide and conquer tactic are only interested in gaining power.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So, anyway, we have Rudy Giuliani stating that after that debate that took place on Monday, if he were Trump, he wouldn't debate again after Holt's interference. This is from The Hill. Donald Trump surrogate Rudy Giuliani floated the prospect of Trump not participating in further general election debates after what he believed was inappropriate meddling Monday by moderator Lester Holt. If I were Donald Trump, I wouldn't participate in another debate unless I was promised by the journalist that they would act like a journalist and not an ignorant fact checker. Giuliani stated that on Monday night in the post-debate spin room, according to video provided by Bloomberg. My advice would be the moderator would have to promise that they'd be a moderator. When asked whether he planned to share his perspective with Trump, the former New York City mayor said that he would give a private conversation, or that he would keep a private conversation private. Trump's campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway, said repetitively after Monday night's debate that the GOP nominee would participate in the final two debates. But although Trump praised Holt immediately after the debate, Giuliani gave a scathing review of the moderator, claiming his interference in a discussion about, policing the New York, or policing in New York was outrageous. If journalism has ethics, Lester Holt unethically interfering in the area of law he knows nothing about, Giuliani said. It is not unconstitutional, and Trump's description of that case was correct. So, basically overall what you were having here is that Donald Trump is all new at this. This was his first general election debate, and he's also quite used to the media, combating him and doing this little fact-checking stuff, putting their own little 2 cents in there. So, of course, he's going to think that Lester Holt did a fine and dandy job, okay? That's what Trump is used to. But, see, you have experienced politicians like Rudy Giuliani see exactly what was going on there. Because, I've been involved in politics for several years, and this is what I study. So, it's easy for me to identify it, and I'm sure that it's easy for many of you to identify it that have been paying attention for a long time, too. This is Donald Trump's first time actually participating in, an election, in running as a candidate, I'll put it that way. And when he was up on that stage, he really didn't think much of it because that's the way that he's been treated by the press this entire, way to the White House, okay? But when you have Rudy Giuliani looking at it and you have people like myself looking at it, we're easily able to spot what is taking place there and the bias that is, being practiced by the journalist. And Lester Holt interjected like 7 times, fact-checking Trump, saying, no, that's incorrect. And Trump then had to be forceful and say, no, you're wrong, we'll check it out. And see, this is what happened to Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney was basically interrupted by Candy Crowley. And Candy said that Mitt was wrong, that Obama at the Rose Garden stated that the Benghazi attack was a terrorist attack. And Mitt said, no, that's not true. And then Candy interjected after Obama said, oh, yeah, watch the video, Mitt. Candy then interjected and sided in with Obama and said, yeah, go back and watch the video. That is true. He did say that. So there, she was fact-checking Mitt, basically taking the side of Obama. And everyone made a big deal about it. But now, you have Lester Holt just interjecting anytime he feels like it, putting his 2 cents in there. And what's going on? You basically have a guy that is being, put in the corner, having to fight Hillary Clinton and the media at the same time. And, it's just absolutely outrageous, but that is where the media in this country has gone. They have gone in that direction to where they are working as activists for the Democratic Party. Now, here's another thing that Rudy Giuliani said. Rudy stated that Clinton is too stupid to be president because she stayed with Bill. This is also from The Hill. Rudy Giuliani says that Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton is too stupid to be president of the United States because she stayed with her husband, former President Bill Clinton. I sure would have talked about what she did to Monica and what that woman standing there did to Monica Lewinsky, trying to paint her as an insane young woman when in fact Monica Lewinsky was an intern. The former New York City mayor said in an interview late Monday after the first presidential debate of 2016, as first reported by Politico. The President of the United States, her husband, disgraced by this country with what he did in the Oval Office, and that she didn't just stand by him, she attacked Monica Lewinsky. After being married to Bill for 20 years, if you didn't know the moment Monica Lewinsky said that Bill Clinton violated her, that she was telling the truth, then you're too stupid to be president. Giuliani, a supporter of Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, also talked him up as a feminist, saying that Trump has employed many women at the highest levels of his company. The women in his organization are paid the same as men. The president of his company is a woman. He is the first president to ever put a woman in charge of a construction company in New York. Donald Trump treats people fairly. So there you go. That is Rudy Giuliani on Donald Trump. Now, one thing that I want to get to here also, because if you remember on the last show, I was talking about some of Trump's interjections there in between Hillary's remarks, and I said he should have laid off a few of those because there are a few times it made him look bad. Well, one of those occasions was when the housing crisis was being discussed, and Trump interjected when Hillary said that Trump came out and said that he was going to take advantage of the housing crisis when that took place. And Trump stated that's called business. Now, what that made Trump sound like to some people was that he was just this greedy businessman that didn't care about anybody else, that he didn't care about people having hardships in the housing crisis. And that's not what was going on at all. Trump is right. That is business. That it does show his business mindset when he's able to overcome the housing crisis and make a profit from it. He's gifted when it comes to holding on to his money that way. However, it came across, I think personally, as being to some people where it could be arrogant, considered arrogant. That's business. Basically makes him look like a ruthless businessman, to where he doesn't care about anyone else other than himself. That's the way that remark came across to some people, and I knew that, I don't know fully if it came across that. Well, I know some people probably did take it that way. It didn't to me, because I understood what he was trying to say there, but I knew that it was going to be manipulated into being where he's just this greedy businessman that doesn't care about anyone else other than himself. Well, sure enough, Politico put out a piece, Donald Trump on cheering the housing collapse. That's what they said. He was cheering the housing collapse. And he said that's called business. So yeah, that was Politico. Decided to portray it in that light. So yeah, it's just absolutely pathetic. But that's one of the things that Trump also has to be careful of. He has to be careful of, these progressive journalists out there that are going to manipulate and twist his words. And they're going to do it no matter what, because, they can always find something bad with what you say. However, you can't set them up, and you have to be very careful about the interjections. And you got to be quick with it. And I think that he didn't do bad. I think that he did better in the Republican primary debates. I'd like to see him have a little bit more energy that he had back during the primary debates, which I sort of noticed that he lacked a little bit this time. And that's one thing that I think he could do a little bit better on at the next general election debate. But we'll have to see, because like I said before, in a lot of these other debates where you've had candidates that have not really the first debate, I'll put it this way, the first debate is always quite rough for a lot of the candidates. But typically when you get around to the second debate, everyone's much more energized. They know about what they need to improve on. So I think that Trump will do much better in the second debate than in the first one. And, of course, we have the vice presidential debate that is coming up here very soon, so look forward to that.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program, the youngest syndicated talk personality in the country. Great to have you with us. So, you know, I really can't believe this. This is out of Clemson University. Campus Reform reported this. And it is just absolutely outrageous and hilarious at the same time. Clemson University has banned Harambe memes for promoting rape culture and racism. So apparently, according to Clemson University, Harambe was a rapist. I did not know that. This is from Campus Reform. Clemson University freshmen may no longer publicly display Harambe-related memes because they add to rape culture and can be a form of racism. How can they be a form of racism? I mean, what? Because Harambe was, a gorilla? And I guess gorilla was used as a derogatory term for black people, according to Clemson University, and that because it's a gorilla, you can't. What are we going to exterminate all gorillas now? It's not the gorilla's fault; it's racist fault for being absolute morons. So I mean, yeah, but Harambe, that's a gorilla. That's automatically racist. If you ask me, I think that it's racist for Clemson University to be associating a gorilla with black people. I mean, I'm just saying. So anyway. The ban was inspired by an incident that occurred last week, but administrators are refusing to divulge any details. Oh, fascinating. Here's the statement that was released. I am happy to discuss the new policy. Due to an incident that happened earlier this week, we are no longer allowing any reference to Harambe or any other spelling to be displayed on doors, halls, billboards, or windows. So what is that? That's taking it beyond memes. Now we're talking about any displays of the word Harambe. Harambe, the word Harambe is racist, and it's also promoting rape culture. Harambe, the gorilla. There was a report from an individual about a meme being offensive and biased in nature. And as a result, all Harambe references are no longer allowed within our community. Man, does that sound communist. Wow. If you want to use the memes for decoration, then you should move them into your room, where people would have to be invited into the space to see said decoration. Please let me know if you have any additional questions. Best, Brooks. Brooks Artis, Clemson University, Graduate Community Director. Shoeboxes. So that, whatever. I don't know. This is so stupid. That was the official statement that came from Clemson University, from the Graduate Community Director. Harambe is banned. All Harambe references are no longer allowed within our community. Man, is that stupid. A Clemson administrator sent an email to the resident advisors, RAs, Friday instructing them to demand that freshmen remove all Harambe references from dorm hallways and windows. The administrator claimed that Harambe's death has been used to add to rape culture. Oh my gosh! It's been used to add to rape. How has his death been used to add to rape culture? What, you're raping people in the name of Harambe? Seriously? Are you kidding? I mean, that's what it sounds like, guys. I'm just telling you what this says. No wonder our college students are absolute buffoons. This is what they are being taught. These are the educators at the colleges. It's so stupid and can be a form of racism. So, Harambe the gorilla was a rapist and a racist. Sounds a lot like Bill Clinton, doesn't it? No, I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't really know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, an RA further added that any student who disobeys these instructions will be in trouble. They will be in trouble. So this is this is awful. So they will be in trouble if anybody has any reference to Harambe on their shirt, on their doors, anything like that. Can't have any public references to Harambe. Now listen to this. We are going to allow people until September 30th, next Friday, to get the decorations down. But this day is more of a date for us to know, or for us to know. You should be encouraged to tell your residents that it has to happen as soon as possible. If residents are asking why they have to take them down, you can share that there was a report from an individual about a meme being offensive and biased in nature, and as a result, Harambe references are no longer allowed within our community. And they want to talk further or have other questions, or if they want to talk further or have other questions that you cannot answer, you can give them Brooks or contact information, and we would be happy to sit down and have a conversation with them. And that was from Clemson University officials. So there you go. One Clemson freshman leaked the screenshot to Campus Reform of an RA stating that you cannot have any Harambe-related things publicly after September 30th. Blah, 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 blah. And they and threatening the point that individuals will be in trouble, some serious trouble, if they do not remove them. So there you go. It's so absolutely pathetic. This is what is happening to these various universities. They are basically feminizing all of their students. They are making them into wimps. They are creating safe spaces. I mean, what is a safe space? Emotionally, for emotionally distressed people. Well, there's nothing offensive here. That's offensive. You're hurting me. Start bawling your eyes. That's another thing that we have that we'll have to get to. There was a diagram put out of telling students if they watch the debate and there's some offensive stuff that comes out of Trump's mouth to assume face a position on the floor, curl up in a little ball, make sure that there aren't any dangerous items around you so you can kick and scream and yell and have a temper tantrum on the ground. So that's being promoted by colleges. So really, we just have some absolute morons out there that are in charge of educating students. So if you wonder why you have a lot of idiotic college students out there, depending on what university that you attend, that's the reason why. You have liberals promoting this absolute absurdity to these students. It's all right to express your feelings. Temper tantrums are okay. Just don't say anything hurtful. What is wrong with you people? Are you seriously that mentally disturbed that you can't handle a debate? I mean, believe me, there are some parts in that debate that I found cringing, but still, kicking and screaming on the ground. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And being completely serious about it. This was not a joke. These people are so absolutely moronic, and they are teaching students to be moronic. I mean, you're supposed to go to college and get a better education, but we have kids that are going to college and are leaving dumber than when they entered. I mean, guys, it's so absolutely pathetic. They are giving students emotional problems and not teaching them how to cope with their emotions effectively. Well, you can't bottle stuff up on the inside. Just let it all out. Let it all out. Get on the ground, curl up in a ball, roll around, cry a little bit. Just make sure that you don't bang into anything and just have yourself a good old temper tantrum. What is wrong with you people? That is seriously where our nation is headed. We're headed towards a culture that is full of a bunch of weirdos. I mean, for crying out loud, it would not surprise me if they start mandating classes in some of these places. What's your favorite color? Okay, that is the color that you're going to dye your hair. It's going to express who you are internally. That you've got to dye your... Oh, your favorite color is purple? Okay, you're going to dye your head purple. Oh, your favorite color is green? You're going to dye your hair green. Express who you are. They're teaching kids to be absolute, pathetic weirdos. And it has to stop. Because it's insane.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. So I have an article here for you from the Washington Post, and it's titled, Enabler or Family Defender, How Hillary Clinton Responded to Husband's Accusers. Hillary Clinton has wrestled with allegations surrounding her husband's infidelities for much of their 40-year marriage, including a sexual harassment lawsuit, a grand jury investigation, and an impeachment vote centered on his untruthfulness about a relationship with a White House intern. Now, her Republican opponent, Donald Trump, and his surrogates have signaled that he may bring up the subject in the next presidential debate. Treacherous territory, given his own infidelities and a treatment of women. This according to Washington Post. Clinton's friends say that they have seen her deal with Bill Clinton's conduct before, dealing with threats and countering them with steely determination. Her reaction, said longtime Arkansas friend Jim Blair, is to face accusers and respond thriftily. These people are not going to run over us. Her detractors, though, say that Clinton has unfairly lashed out over the years at the women involved in her husband's indiscretions. Her responses have forced her to walk a fine line during the campaign on sexual assault issues, even as she builds strong political support among female voters. Trump and his backers have kept the subject alive with taunting social media messages, and this week Trump congratulated himself for taking the high road Monday in the first debate by not saying something extremely rough about the Clinton family. He added that he might not show the same restraint at the next public forum on October 9th. So, I mean, guys, it's really absolutely true, and it should be brought up by Donald Trump. He should not hesitate in bringing this up because Hillary Clinton has defended her husband's absolutely unprofessional, immoral, perverted behavior, and has blamed all of these various circumstances where her husband has been involved in affairs on the women. And she knows very well that her husband's a pervert. Hillary knows that Bill is a pervert. But she has chosen to defend him time and time again and attempt to take out those women that he had relations with. Because she tried to make Monica out like she was some nutty intern. Absolutely degraded that woman. And make it out like it was entirely her fault. When I remind you, when Bill was running against George H.W. Bush, there was a scandal that was going on there with, who was it, Jennifer Flowers or somebody like that? Where when he was governor of Arkansas, there was allegedly an affair that was taking place there. They took on TV, where no, that didn't happen, or they had gotten past that or whatever they were stating. But then when it comes out, yeah, he was having an affair with Monica Lewinsky, what do? Oh, these allegations are false. Or excuse me, I've got to say it in his voice. These allegations are false. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, not a single time. No, I want you to listen to me. So, I mean, it's so absolutely pathetic. And, you know, guys, that's really what you have to understand here. Hillary has been the woman that has justified Bill's behavior, really helping him in his perversion, enabling him to treat women as sex objects. That's really what Bill Clinton views women as being nothing more than objects of sex. And, you know, guys, considering that there are some stories floating around there about how Hillary has allegedly been having affairs of her own, and that was reported by several of Bill Clinton's mistresses, where he told them that Hillary's bisexual, allegedly, and has been having affairs on him with women. So they're just entirely messed up. We don't need that in the White House. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. For the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.